if you work in a good environment, you also produce good work. If you're in your room working and your bedroom or your room is so untidy, you're gonna feel lazy. You're not gonna want to do anything. Or the work environment you're in doesn't make sense. You're gonna feel lazy. So wherever you're working, make sure it's a very good environment. It makes sense. It pushes you to do something. Because trust, when you're in a clean environment, even your mind could be clean. But when you're somewhere it's dirty, you see some insects crawling around, or your room is not tidy, even your work is not going to be tidy. So that's another one for you guys to avoid procrastination, is make sure you work in a productive environment. Try and minimize distractions.
When you talk about your environment, it's everything that surrounds you. Right now, we're surrounded by a lot of stuff, either physically or digitally. So you have to make sure your physical environment is clean and it supports you to be productive, and as well as your digital environment has to be clean, meaning you have to align it with your goals. Let's say your phone, you have to be organized. When you go to social media, a lot of people, their social medias are not organized. You just see random stuff. So you have to make sure that your social media, you follow the stuff that have an impact to you and your goals as well. Also, let me add something more to the time management skills. I know Monty talked about doing tasks for 25 minutes and then have 5 minutes breaks. That's actually a Japanese technique called Pomodoro technique, that you have to work for 25 minutes and then take 5 minutes break, 25 minutes, 5 minutes break, and then you have to do those 4 sets. That's going to be 100 minutes. That's more than 1 hour and a half, and then take a longer break of 30 minutes. And that way you accomplish a lot of stuff and you won't get tired. So another way of managing time effectively is the 2-minute rule. If you have anything that you know this is going to take less than 2 minutes to do, just do it right away. Don't think about it, just do it right away. Let's say your shoes are out of place, or you need to clean your shoes. Okay, how many minutes is this going to take me? 2 minutes. Just clean it and just put it away and forget about it. Because if you leave it there, it's going to stay there for a long time.
And other shoes are going
to come. So you'll find yourself, your environment is completely dirty. So anything that takes less than 2 minutes to do, don't think about it. Don't schedule it. Just do it right away. If it's going to take more than 2 minutes, then you can put it on a schedule, put it on a to-do list, then you're going to do it. Apart from that, just do it right away. Just as Nike said, just do it. Yeah. Another technique to manage your time effectively, I actually read this from a book called Eat That Frog. yeah. So the author actually says that when you wake up, the first thing you should do in the morning, you have to do those most challenging tasks in the morning. So if you have 5 things that you're going to do today, make sure that the hardest one, you have to do it in the morning when your energy levels are high. And then after that, you can do the rest of the stuff. That's going to keep you motivated. And then you're going to feel easy. You're going to feel that ease to do the rest of the stuff during the day. So those are some techniques that can help you to save time, to manage your time effectively. So if time management is what causes you to procrastinate, there you are. And I hope you won't procrastinate anymore. And I hope you're going to achieve all your goals just by using the stuff that we've talked about here.
As Musa earlier on, I was talking about perfectionism, and then I think I added on some point. I think let's talk a bit more about it. Some people think that they should do something only when they feel that they're going to do it very much right. They're going to be perfect when they do it. But how are you going to be doing it if you haven't not done it yet? Because every day you're going to be procrastinating to think that you're going to be perfect tomorrow. Today, Musa can't shoot an episode because I don't think today I'm going to talk well. But when you do it and you get in your zone, that's when things start going smoothly. Because as soon as you start, your mindset starts clicking. Okay, now we're going to do it. That's when you start becoming perfect. Or that's when you start becoming good at whatever you're doing. So having this perfectionism thoughts, it often leads to procrastinating, because you have this fear of not meeting the high standards. But as I said, as soon as you start, those high standards will come along the way. So I might have started this episode saying, I don't think I'm gonna shoot well today. But in my head, if I'm saying I'm gonna do it regardless, I'm gonna start doing it. Musa will be there. As Musa also said, seek support. So Musa's gonna be there. He's gonna start talking. I'm like, no, I have to be in my zone. So as you're going along, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna be in my zone. You end up doing something very much better than you even thought you're gonna do. So it's okay to make mistakes. Along the way, you have to make a mistake eventually. So this procrastination thought that I have to be perfect is not real. That's why we called it earlier on. It's a disease. So try avoid this thought that I have to be perfect to do something. You really don't.
Yeah, you don't have to be perfect to do anything. You just have to start where you are with what you have. You guys can check our episodes since we started. They are not perfect. They are so bad. We didn't have lights. We are using our phones to shoot. Nothing was perfect, but we just did it anyway, and we kept improving on the way. So one thing that I want to add more is you cannot stop procrastinating if you don't have a clear routine. You must have a routine that you'll be following it every single day, unless something very important comes up. And what's the importance of the routine, you may ask, and how do you create your own routine? First of all, your routine has to be consistent. As we said, you have to be disciplined. No matter what happens, you have to follow your routine. You have to do what you said you're gonna do. How do you set your routines? First, you have to identify your goals. What are your goals in life? What do you want to achieve? You have to know that. I already talked about how you can set your goals. You have to know your goal. That's one thing. Second thing, you have to know what tasks are of importance to you, and you have to prioritize them. There are some tasks that are high priority, some tasks are medium, some tasks are low. You have to identify them, and you have to know them, and you have to prioritize them, and you have to do them all. Another thing is you need to have a schedule. Every single day you need to plan, have a proper schedule. Just don't wake up and just roll through the day and whatever is being thrown into you and just take it. No. Have a schedule and stick to it. Daily schedule, weekly schedule, monthly schedules. Have it down. Have a proper plan. Make sure you've written it down and then just follow it. Also, set time for everything. Like you have a schedule and then think about, okay, I'm going to do this time, and I'm going to do this time. This time I'm going to eat. This time I'm going to talk to my family. This is the time I'm going to visit my friends. This is the time that I'm going to work on something. This is the time that I'm not going to use my phone. I'm just going to be focused on my work. You need to have those priorities. Also as well, you have to take breaks because you all get tired. Take breaks. Don't just be working, always working. No, you have to rest at some point. You have to recharge. Otherwise, you'll always be fatigued. Otherwise, you won't even be able to sleep at night. Or as well as you can get sick just because like you're always working, you don't sleep, you don't do nothing. So you need to prioritize that as well. And also be flexible. Some things we all know that are going to happen that are not within our schedule. Let's say your friend's sister passed away. That's very important as well, but it wasn't on your schedule. So you have to know how to be flexible and put that into your schedule as well. So you must have a routine and you must be disciplined to your routine. That's how you stop procrastinating, and that's how you can achieve your goal. That's just one way. I know, Monty, you have a very straight up routine. Can you talk a bit about your routine? Let's say today's routine.
So obviously, I don't work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So every day is different. But what I try to do is, most of the times, actually you said something earlier on that I think I should be held accountable for. I believe in the next 3 months, the previous months since when I was not here, I've been slacking on gym, and life has been a bit.
I see you're getting the biceps and the triceps.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Out, and the shoulders.
I was doing well. I was doing well in gym and everything, but I started having fun, and the fun got to me. So now the things are here, but the belly is starting to. So I'm gonna say right now, the next 3 months when I come back now, I'm gonna see this is gonna be bigger, and the belly is gonna be it's gonna be God by then. You have to hold me accountable, and you guys do have to make our own destinies. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So I hope you guys hold me accountable that I have to be back in my shape and be back in better shape. So you talked about my routine. So for example, as of today, woke up in the morning, I prayed, and we started shooting at 8 a.m. So you told me to be here for 8. We moved it forward a bit. So we're shooting 2 episodes actually today. So I'll be here until I'll be done with my episode after 1 hour and a half. That will be until 10. 10, we're going to take a break. And then we're going to shoot another episode. After shooting another episode, it's going to be during lunchtime. We have to eat lunch, take another break. We have a meeting with Vusi's team. And if you guys have not purchased your tickets, make sure you purchase your tickets now. If you purchase it today, while watching this video, you're going to get 20% off. Just text Connectors Club TZ and tell them you watched our episode and you'll get 20% off. I hope I see you guys there. And so after that, my routine is that I'm going to go to town, have another meeting with my real estate team, and then that'll be during the nighttime, and I'm going to go bed. But as I said, every day things change. But I try, you said something that's what I try to do every day, because personally, as I said, you have to be honest here.
Yeah.
After I eat lunch, usually I'm not as effective as when I wake up in the morning. So what I try to do is I try to do all my challenging tasks in the morning. As soon as I wake up, get ready and do everything, I try to sit down and do everything that is important of the day. So after lunch, I usually try to put my meetings for after lunch, because I know then I'm well and done, I'm well and good, but I don't want to be sitting down on a laptop and start doing my work, because I know it's not going to be as effective as if in the morning. So my meetings, I usually try to set them for after lunch. In the morning, I do the most challenging tasks that I have to finish during the day. What about you?
I have a flexible schedule as well. As you know, I also don't work a 9 to 5. So whenever I wake up...
Sorry, by the way, this is not a diss to anyone working a 9 to 5.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just, you just asked for my routine and I just said, because for someone who works a 9 to 5, they'd have to wake up, go to work until 5. But I just wanted to say that just to make it clear, because people start thinking you're being cocky or anything. But yeah, sorry, back to you.
Yeah, it's true. So since you already shared your routine, I think people should learn a lot from that. So I'll share my routine another day on another video, and I'll break it down, everything, like from when I wake up to when I go to sleep. If you want to watch that, comment down below, routine, and I'll bring a totally different video, a dedicated video about how you can set your perfect daily routine that will align with all your goals. Let's just talk about procrastinating today. So there's one way that's very important and it's very interesting that can help you to stop procrastinating. And that way, we all have it in our hands, your phone. Talking about your phone, I mean technology. Technology has been so advanced that it can either make you procrastinate or stop you from procrastinating. If you're using your phone just for social media, let's say you're always on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, you never stop procrastinating, because as we said, those are very high dopamine activities, and you're going to keep doing them all over and over. They're not going to change your life. Nothing is going to change. You just waste your time. But then on the other hand, you can use some apps, let's say calendars, that will help you to schedule your week, to schedule your day, to help you stop procrastinating. You can also use AI. Let's say some tasks that you think they're going to take you a lot of time, you cannot do them. With the use of AI, let's say, you're going to do them faster, and then you're going to stop procrastinating. Let's say you want to write a script for your movie or a script for your song. Instead of thinking about it, how I'm going to do it, it's going to take me 10 hours to write the script. Just use ChatGPT. It's an AI, free AI tool. It can help you write down your script in 1 minute or 2. Your script is done, and then you won't have to procrastinate about it anymore. Very easy. You've done it, done and dusted. You move to another task. So use technology effectively to help you stop procrastinating. There are a lot of other apps that you can use from your phone. There are a lot of other different technologies. Just make sure you utilize them well to make sure that they are valuable to your life and they help you stop procrastinating and help you achieve your goals. So we also talked about support. That support can help you stop procrastinating. Can you dive into that more?
This is where friends come in check. So the people around you need to. You have to have people around you that will push you to do something. I'll give you a very simple example. So when I was in Canada with my friend, shout out to him. If you're watching this, I know you'll know who I'm talking about. I was with him and we were talking about making money. So we talked and said, brother, he told me, he was like, I want to make this certain amount of money. And I told him, okay, so how long do you think how long do you think you need to achieve that money? He said, I need a year. So I made a video. I was recording him. I was like, okay, can you say to the video how much you want to make in how long? He said it and he said the time. And I told him after 6 months, I'm going to come to check in. How are you performing? So that thing about checking in is gonna push him. And even if he had made the money, well and good. But if he didn't, I'm gonna go back to him and be like, yo, because there's also forfeit if he doesn't do it. So I'm gonna go to him and be like, hey Musa, did you make the money that you said you're gonna make? If he didn't, he's gonna be like, oh damn, I really need to do this. So that's when friends really come in check. So when you have good friends around you, they'll help you go further than where you are. So as when you don't have to share your specific goals, but you want to tell them, for example, I want to make sure, for example, I have this car. That could be a way of saying that you want to make this amount of money. I want to have this car. So in a year, can you check on me if I bought the car yet? If I've not, this is what you should do. This is what you should tell me. So that moment of someone coming to tell you that have you done this or not, that is them keeping you in check. And it's happened a lot to me a lot of times when you're procrastinating, but as soon as your friend says something, you stop procrastinating. I was with one of my friends yesterday. He started talking about what he's doing and everything. Him not even checking on me, but him talking about his progress made me want to make sure that I don't procrastinate, because there's no way your friend's excelling in life and you're just gonna sit there, be the one backbencher.